crazy out here, y'all. Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look to find your way, babe. Yeah, take a look around you, look to find your way, babe.
Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice payday. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure, this my kingdom, nigga, stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, own it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, Dubai with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth and we die with it. I see it like it's an optical. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of me to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had. Stop looking at trends. You wearing your eyes like it's topical.
Clearly now, the pain is gone, the fame is on, and they play my song. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real gang, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines when you find out. And getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe.
All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
Yeah, hey, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest in. I'm tired of niggas, they front they blessings. They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't listen to their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode.
clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a running crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empires fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla Mo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in Rilla Mo. I said stay woke, Rilla Mo. Stay woke, Rilla Mo. I said stay woke, Rilla Mo. Stay woke, Rilla Mo.
You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
For dark side.
Go to the fucking gym.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing on all you beaches. Welcome to the show, everyone.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, so today we got a little special Swole Slut Saturday, so drop it in the comments down below. Triple S. You could just do hashtag SSS because this is Swole Slut Saturday. We haven't had a Swole Slut Saturday in a while, and sometimes we swap the Friday episode. The Fefcast, which we do have some audio that is available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you missed it, go check it out because it's a weekly reminder to focus on your community, focus on your environment. So let Friday always be the Fefcast, and Saturday live streams have always been Swole Slut Saturday. So it's a whole different vibe, but welcome everyone that's joining from wherever you are. Join the fam over at SwoleNormusX.com. Let's get into the first merch of the day. We've still got buy one, get one 50 over at papasfolio.com. So make sure you go and check out those especiales because, whoa, zoomed in on those nips. My goodness. That really got me
I
excited.
have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
That surprised me. Looks like my friend. Looks like it reminds me of someone. Full Deck 52, last home workout before Disney Lorcana Championship in Richmond. I don't know what that is, but all right. And he's rocking the Let It Go audio, I'm assuming, because I see the little icon, rocking the Let It Grow merch. So looking good. Thanks for the flex. It's proof of gym too. So fire. Good for you. Is that a race? Is that a triathlon or something? So anyway, good for you. Hope it went well or is going well. I'm not sure when this was taken or submitted, but Let It Grow is a recent design, so I'm sure it's coming up, and it's nice weather down here in Florida. It's really nice. So in Richmond, so that's not Florida. You said Disney, so it's not at Disney. It's in Richmond. So Virginia, ooh, cold. Nips. Nips are going to be rock hard. Fam, it's time for that tip. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, let's get into some Swole fan posts in a second because that's fire. So we're going to kick it off, actually. We're going to kick it off with some proof of gym, believe it or not. Let's get into it. All right. Getting a nice, much needed break from Rate My Meal. Those were getting wild. Those were getting out of control. We need a breather. We're going to come back to some Rate My Meal soon, but we needed some time off. A lot of cottage cheese, a lot of peas. I don't know what's with the peas, but people be peeing out there, and it's too much. It's too much. Too many peas. Too many peas. One pea is too many peas. All right, proof of gym. Brittany, thank you. I've been working hard. 140 pounds down. All right. Wow. 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 See, most people aren't ugly. They're just fat. Some people are ugly, but most people aren't ugly. They're just fat. So 140 pounds, that's a lot. That's a lot of weight loss, and good for you. Completely different person. That's a ridiculous before and after. That's a ridiculous before and after. And when you're obese, weight loss transforms your body. Like, look at this. Different person. Different person. Let's sit on that for a second. Let's marinate. Let's marinate that chicken because we got to make it taste good. But let's marinate on this. We don't marinate our steak unless it's a skirt steak. You can marinate it in lime for a little bit. That's tasty. Damn. Good for you. Good for you. Proud of you. Damon, new lifestyle obtained. Time to see what I can do in another 4 months. So we got a before and after. Let's zoom in on this picture. Let's see. September 1st to January 1st. So I'm assuming that's at the end of this past year, which would only make sense. I'll only go in a little bit. Let's go a little bit deeper. So September 1st, 290 pounds at 42% body fat. Wow.
What's your name, fat body?
Name was Damien. Not Damien, Damon. But not fat no more, man. Looking fucking swole. Good for you. Look at that definition on the other picture. All right, 290, 42% body fat down to 235. 21.8% body fat. You lost 20% body fat and you lost 40, oh boy, trying to do math, 55 pounds. That's fantastic. And you put on muscle. You could see it. You could see the muscle. You could see the definition. That's great. Good for you. Gorillas for you. Excellent, Damon. That's a beast of a cut right there. That's a great job. You know, like in 3 months, wait, September, October, November, 4 months. Yeah, 4 months. September 1st, 4 months. 4 months, 55, 10 pounds a month. Ooh. That's a lot. It's possible, though. It's possible. I'm curious as to more details on this. Regardless of the time frame. You know, that's a lot. 4 months, 55 pounds. So what is that? How much is that a month? It's like 14 pounds, 13, 14 pounds a month. Yeah, I don't know if that was done healthy wise, but, or maybe it was embellished. I mean, anyway, great job. Great job. We're not going to analyze whether it's Ozempic, right? We're not going to overanalyze whether we can talk about it. That's just a lot, but you can, he's not done. He has a lot more for body composition. So when you're new to the gym, if you haven't, for example, if you haven't done this before, if you're new to training and a lot of these stresses are new, you can make a massive amount of progress in a short time if you nail it. A lot of people don't really know what they're doing when they start. And you've heard of newbie gains. Your just body is responding to a lot of things. You're going to build strength and you're going to put on muscle faster when you first start training because you've never done it before. So it's 0 to 1. When you've been training for 15 years and constantly trying to get the most out of your training or longer, it's a lot more, you need a lot more planning and a lot more systematic approach because once you get more advanced with training, there's less stimuli that your body hasn't experienced, but you also are using loads and you have more mass. It's more stress on the body. It's just more overload with proper form and with proper execution. It's just more focused stress. So you have to be a little bit more, you can't just blindly go to the gym and expect to make progress as you get older and as you have more experience. So as you get more advanced, you have to get very much more technical, when it comes to volume and reps and all these things. You have to be much more intentful so you can continue to make progress because it will take you longer to recover and you are using heavier loads. So anyway, Keegan, hope you're doing your Kegels, Keegan. 43 pounds lighter. So that's great. 43 pounds. You don't look like you lost 43 pounds. 43 pounds. Is that 43 pounds? I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure which one's the before and the after. I would assume the left is the after, but I can't tell because your face looks leaner. Anyway, I hope you're making progress. I just can't tell. I think the pictures and the backgrounds are different. The lighting's different, so it's really hard to see. You can see your stomach's more flat in the right one. And some people, by the way, lose fat with a very even distribution. Sometimes you lose fat and people just, boom, their face looks sunken in and they lose fat a lot in their face. You could tell. Sometimes it's just evenly distributed more. I don't know if that was 43 pounds, but maybe I'm not looking at the pictures properly. Oscar Fuentes. Let's see. Thanks for noticing, Papa Swole. Hard work. There you go. Well, you can see the gut on the left. You could see, obviously, the gains on the right. Ooh, this is getting sexy. Oh my goodness.
He's heating up.
Oh my God. This is turning into Only Swole. Go to onlyswole.com. Tim, 6 months and feeling better. Excited to see what another 6 months look like. Well, good for you, bro. And I will say, doesn't he look like, doesn't he look like, what was that movie? Was it Malibu's Most Wanted? Someone tell me on the right. All right. I gotta look it up. Is that the movie I'm thinking of? It's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah. Look at this guy. Yeah. That's it. Yo, bro. Was this Halloween? It says Merry Liftmas. Oh, so you're having it was probably a lifting party. Merry Liftmas. Good shirt, by the way. Merry Liftmas. That's a good one. You totally look like Malibu's Most Wanted. That is 100%. That is 100%. Very nice. Okay.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Bingo. Good for you, Tim. Good for you, Tim. All right, before we move into some questions, you could drop your questions. Start dropping them. Hashtag AskPapaSwole. You can start getting them in the comments. We'll take those questions. We'll take from Instagram. Any live questions we'll also take. So make sure you drop them now. But let's get into this one first. We'll actually do this. We'll do Pam's post second because we're going to talk about main gains and stuff. And it's a really good. What's in the box? Really good message because taking care of your hair, your skin, your beard, very important with your nutrition, also with quality topicals. and treatments. Thomas, inside the app, little behind on my posting, but here's my Christmas presents. Ooh, I like it. We got club action and we got Swole cards. Merry Swolemas, brother. Merry Swolemas, Tomas. And we got this one from Pam. This is great. Thank you for sharing, Pam. Pam says, I know, but I can't believe this is my hair. I had wished for years for growth. I tried and bought every pill and vitamin. If it said grow, I got it. I saw my hairdresser yesterday and she said this is the healthiest and longest it has been in the 8 years of doing my hair. My sides always had breakage and they are catching up. I know it's all nutrition and Papa's Main Gains products and controlling my stress. This makes me so happy. LOL. Girls and guys that have hair issues get this. And I agree. So round of applause. Great. Your hair looks great. I showed it to Mama Swole and she was like, wow, it looks fantastic. So she agreed. It looks great. And I use Scalp Seed and Main Gains every day. And the way I use it for my beard, I don't put Scalp Seed. I'll put Scalp Seed like on my forehead and I just kind of like, just massage it into my scalp now and again. But I use it to massage into my skin for my beard, the Scalp Seed. And then I rub Main Gains through and it makes my beard and my hair too. I'll brush the Main Gains through the ends of the hair. So using it on my beard was growing faster this last couple months than it ever has before. Thicker, fuller, and it's softer. Main Gains is great. I love the smell. It's awesome. So if you're tired of using toxic products and you want to grow an absolute face forest, check it out, papaswolio.com. It's all over there. Main Gains and Bull Cream for the skin, but Main Gains for the mids and ends of your hair and your beard. So it's a hair and beard oil, and then Scalp Seed for your scalp. And you could also use it on your face and beard if you choose. I do. It's designed for the scalp, but it's also, I found that it's great I like to use it on my beard also. Anyway, it looks great. Your hair looks great. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, questions.
Give me all the bacon and eggs you have.
All right, so we have Swole card, Swole Slut. So you could drop in the comments, Swole Slut. Hashtag Swole Slut. We'll give it away at the end of today's episode. Let's get into a couple questions, and we'll take them from Instagram. If you don't have live questions, no big deal. First one.
What's in the box?
Lik Lick Goring. Lick Goreng. I was hoping it was one of those like Mike Roch, and you say Mike Roch or something, but no. All right, let's see. How to burn side fat. Well, you can't burn. You can't burn side fat. So there's no way to target your side fat. That's just ridiculous. What people don't really pay attention to is the fact that cortisol levels and lowering your stress is much more important for muscle growth and much more important for your health than people realize. So people are in a heightened state all the time. They're constantly anxious. And you have to hack your psychology because you're constantly anxious if you're always paying attention to the news and you're receptive on social media. So the reason why the Swole fam keeps on crushing it is because we're in the Swolenormous app. We're commenting in the community. We're doing roundtables and stuff. We do have a roundtable coming up. Well, it's Swole Slut Saturday. So we do have a roundtable coming up this week. So that's going to be awesome. And of course, in the Telegram chat, the live stream. So it's important to know what's going on, but it's also important to lower your stress and to pull away from that because it makes you reactive. Anytime someone sends you a text, anytime someone sends you a message, anytime someone tags you in a post or shares this or shows you, you open up and you're just fed stuff. So it's going to trying to attract your attention. They want you to keep using the app. So the apps and food, it's designed to get you addicted and it's designed to suck your attention. So lowering your stress, not being reactive, meditating, going for walks, going to the gym, lifting weights, spending time with your dog, spending time with your kids, spending time with your friends and family, people that don't suck, people that have similar goals, working on your business, going to work, reading a book. Did I say reading a book? Just doing other things, being proactive, doing it yourself, thinking for yourself, creating something for yourself, giving yourself some time for your brain just to decompress. But, sauna, cold plunge, all these things are great. All these things are great. So, doing cold plunge and sauna, yeah, okay, heat shock proteins and then cold plunge. A lot of people say cold plunges are great, cold plunges are overrated, this, that, and the other. I have one. I love it. I don't use it all the time, but I go through phases where I use it a bunch and I use it strategically. And even more so than the sauna and the health benefits and all that stuff, which is fantastic, the biggest benefit is just how you feel. You feel relaxed. You feel calm. It's a great release for all those reasons also. And that's why, but really want to chill yourself out and you really want to focus on things that are going to bring you more peace. And you have to pursue that because everything you have to pursue. And the reason why, if you want peace in your life, the reason why you have to block out so much shit and the reason why you literally have to pull away from a lot of things in society is because everything in society is designed to get you fucking amped. Everything in society is designed to pull, grab your attention. So you have to try to create a world where you are in control. You are making the choices. You want to watch a movie? Choose the movie. Don't just flip through shows on TV. Don't just flip through different things, have a choice, DVD player or something, put in a movie, or you can still do stuff digitally, but I really think it's better, more analog, like a nice 50-50. You can meet it halfway. You could still use technology, but you just have to be proactive with it. Just some thoughts here. I know this was off the topic, how to burn side fat, but sure, calorie deficit, stop eating poison, seed oils, and blue light, and better sleep, and hydration, and all this fucking stuff. Go to the fucking gym, stop eating poison, and really focus on building muscle. If people really just tried to get jacked, seriously, rather than talk about what to cut out, rather than talk about certain sets, get jacked. If you get jacked, you're not going to be fat because getting jacked means you have muscle and you're leaner. No one looks at a big fat guy who has a strong man and like, wow, that dude's jacked. Like, yeah, they're super strong, but jacked is associated with like muscular and, leaner in general. That's how most people will use it. So in other words, just get jacked. Get bigger with less fat. How do you do it? Lift heavy fucking weights. Build a ton of muscle. Build a ton of muscle. The best advice for anyone is just get as big as you fucking can. And I mean that. Build as much muscle as you possibly can. Because most people are not going to build as much muscle as they possibly can anyway. So of all the people I say build as much muscle as you possibly can, who just runs out there and gets on anabolic steroids and just puts on as much muscle as possible? That's so much work and dedication. So whatever your ability to, whether it's your likes and dislikes, just in your framework, just focus on that. That's a great start, is building muscle. It's so hard to build muscle. It's so hard to build muscle. You may as well try to do it as much as you can. Meaning it's so hard to build muscle. You may as well just try to build as much as you can because you're probably not going to do it anyway. Airplane mode is great. What's my favorite movie? Oh, I have a bunch of movies I like. Last Action Hero. That's one of the most underrated movies ever. Last Action Hero with Arnold. That's a classic. Love that movie. Beer Fest. I don't drink alcohol anymore, but Beer Fest is fucking hilarious. I love those movies. Super Troopers and shit like that. We just watched Lord of the Rings. Gets better every time. So a lot of good movies. I like a lot of different things. We both love Princess Bride. Great movie. Just a couple right there. I don't have like a favorite. Like, this is my movie. This is my movie. This is my number one movie. Geffen Lifshitz. I'm trying to get big, but it seems like I can't. Any tips, bro? Well, if it seems like you can't, there's no faster way to know that you're not getting big. If you have to ask, I'm trying to get big, but I don't think I am, then you're not getting big, because you would know. Everyone, you'll start having, you're not big until dudes come up to you and be like, yeah, you're really big, man. You're lifting weights. Yeah. You need dudes to come up. Women won't do that, but guys will. Then you know you're getting big. All right. Any tips, bro? Yeah, you need to get stronger, build muscle, get stronger, lift heavier and heavier weights. You got to eat quality foods, right? Eat some meat and eggs and potatoes and rice. Eat like a fucking man. Eat like a fucking man. Don't eat like a soy boy vegetard. Unless you want to look like them. Don't eat like people in run clubs. You don't want to look like someone who's in a run club. Let's put it that way. You want to look like someone who lives in a dungeon and gets you want to look like someone who is in a dungeon and seems like they get let out for light, once every full moon. You want to look like a fucking werewolf. If you're a man, you want to look like a fucking beast. Trust me. Because in the process of becoming or trying to become like a beast, you're not going to look like a fucking mongoloid unless you take tons of growth hormone. But if you try to get big as shit, you're going to find where your limit is based on your scheduling and what you're willing to put in. As long as you max that out, you're going to get great results, right? A lot of people, it's not their number one thing that they want to do is go to the gym and train. Fine. But you should still be doing it 3 or 4 times a week and putting full effort into what you're doing. Otherwise, why are you doing it? All right. Even if you're training, I can only go twice a week. Okay, fine. Then don't do it at 50%. Do it at 100. You can get a really big, even twice a week. You could build a ton of muscle. You just have to program it better and really be intentful behind it. But 3 or 4 times a week, full body, upper, lower, push, pull, it doesn't fucking matter. Do it. Any tips, bro? Made in Magdeburg. Papa Swolio, I'm heartbroken. Oh no. Aww. Oh no. Oh no.
Hi, puppy.
Come on, stop whining. I'm heartbroken, but too sick to go to gym. What should I do? You're heartbroken. Oh no. Well, someone in the Swole fam will mend your heart, I'm sure, if you're a female. We got a lot. We have some high testosterone individuals that are ready to plow, if that would help you. Lacey says, wipe the sand out. She's talking about your sandy veg. All right. You're heartbroken. We get it. Life has happened to you, and we're just having a joke at your expense. So no apologies, though. No apologies here. You're too sick to go to the gym, then you better be eating quality food, reading some books, getting some quality sleep. Maybe doing some yoga or some yin, on your floor in your room or in your living room or something. Get some mobility in. Make sure you're taking some vitamin D with K2 this time of year if you're not in a warm climate. Even so, you're not getting a lot of vitamin D this time of year. It's just winter, but that's in North America, so I don't know where you are. Maybe it is summer where you are, so get that vitamin D up, eat some good food, and move on with your life. Time will heal, and improving yourself is the best way to do that.
So I'll take the tea without the covert diabetes delivery mechanism, please.
Hopefully that helps. All right, let's see. Oh, we got 2 more questions. Do we have any questions from the fam? Anyone? Bueller? Let's see here. Oops. Brad asked a question. Let's see. In Telegram, question on electrolytes and fasting. I'm doing a very long fast. What does that mean? The only thing I'll be having is water and electrolytes. How much electrolytes would you recommend? Well, I'm not making any recommendations based on what you're doing for fasting, but you need electrolytes. So I don't know what the details of what you're doing, because it really depends on also what you were eating before and what your current health situation is. So I don't know what a very long fast is. I don't know what you're eating before and after the fast. What's your goal for doing this? Why are you doing it? Usually when it comes to electrolytes, you'll lose about a gram of sodium for, what is it, a gram of sodium? Is it per hour when you're heavy sweating, or is it a gram of sodium per liter of sweat? At any rate, that's like 2.5 grams. That's like 2 to 2.5 grams of salt, because it's sodium chloride if you're putting salt in your water. So I only do that kind of level. When I'm training. So usually electrolyte supplements will have a gram of sodium. So I only put in 2.5 grams of salt, which is the same thing. I'll approximately, 1 gram of sodium. I'll do that when I'm doing heavy, intense training or after I use the sauna or something like that. But aside from that, I just do less. If the water tastes too salty for me, then the ratio is off. Because when I'm exercising intently, I don't even taste the salt because I'm losing a lot. So your taste buds in my mouth, I'm really craving salt because I need it if I'm sweating intensely. But if I'm sitting around all day for whatever reason, or I haven't sweat a lot, it's colder out, and I have the same kind of concentration of salt in a water bottle, I'm going to drink it and be like, oh, this is too salty. It's because my body doesn't require it. So your body will actually tell you when you need more salt. And of course, if you're cramping or anything like that, then yeah, you're dehydrated already. So you haven't been taking care of this. But I just adjust my salt to taste and make sure that I don't really taste it too much. But, up to and including that 1 gram of sodium in that full 32 ounce Hydro Flask or whatever you have, or a Yeti, whatever you do. That's what I put in my water when I'm doing intense training. Okay, Ben Zwinkles, what do you do next? What do you do next to the social media, like work or other hobbies? You can't say gym. So I don't know what kind of wording you were trying to get to, but you're asking me, what do I do aside from, going to the gym? I'm assuming you're asking me what I do for my hobbies. Gardening. I'm in the garden all the time. Outside, I'm gardening, I'm mulching, I'm trimming, butterfly garden, fruit trees, all that stuff. So I do a lot of outdoor work. I'm outside as much as I can. So we're here it's almost 6 o'clock. I mean, if it's beautiful out, if it's really nice, sometimes I'll do it earlier, but when the weather is just absolutely amazing, I'm outside as much as I can. As much as I can be. I don't want to be inside doing this. So I'm filming outside, or I'm doing things outside, or whatever it is. So all the time. I love it. And it never ends, so it's great. I enjoy it. Alejandro Liar. It's going to get cool in the next week or so. So enjoying the sun while I can. It'll be sunny, but it's going to be much colder for Florida. What happens if there's no gym near my house? Train at home.
Matt Damon.
Or get a car or transportation to a gym. You can make your own gym. You can train at home. So yeah, learn how to do that at home. Fam, it's time for Balls Deep. Who's ready? Swole Slut Saturday.
That's deep.
Swole Slut Saturday. Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming up for members of Swolenormous X. So yeah, you could also join Swolenormous X. Join us, download the Swolenormous app, and you'll have everything there at your fingertips. And we have a lot more stuff that we are putting together for the app. And I think you're really going to like it. Things we've been talking about here on the show, but things we're putting together. So always working on improvements. We're doing a lot of merch, a lot of structural things, and looking forward to 2026 because 2025 was fire, but we're already on a tear with merch, and you're going to love this week's releases. We just keep on crushing it. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Lacey, you're welcome. Thank you for doing a Saturday Mancast. It's Swole Slut Saturday. So sometimes coming up this year, some scheduling changes. So sometimes Friday episodes may or may not be swapped out with a Swole Slut Saturday. So, we're going to have we have a lot of different things going on, but there is audio from yesterday's episode 3536. It's on Spotify and Apple Podcast. But yesterday we were going to do something, but then it got pushed back. And then I didn't want to message everyone and Swole text. It was a little bit on the late side. And personally, I don't mind. I know you guys were like, I don't care. Text me whenever. But because it's a texting system, there are certain regulations and stuff. And if you text outside of certain hours and frames, you kind of get flagged, or, people can get pissed off. And then, there's violations and things like that. They're really nitpicky, especially when you're texting people, even when everyone opted in, everyone that opts in. So it's just kind of different. Just got to be mindful. So I was like, all right, we'll just do a Swole Slut Saturday instead. So that Friday episode is going to be more of like a swing episode. So sometimes it'll be a Saturday instead of a Friday, which is cool, but we'll have audio and all that stuff. So yesterday's episode is available. You can check that out after the stream. Let's do this one first. We'll start off with a classic, not a classic.
What's in the box?
And then also I think with the Saturday now and again, it's great because people can't always catch it on a Friday. And people punch out on a Friday or sometimes during the week because, people are working all week. So having something on a Saturday is a little bit more flexible. So maybe we'll do that on a regular basis. We'll swing that one. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Ooh, let me see. Oh, I like that. Lacey just sent a picture. Is this one of your tapestry setups? Yes, we do. Oh, that's a good point. Lacey was mentioning some tapestries, and she asked if this is my tapestry setup. That isn't our tapestries, but we do have many tapestries over here.
This is a castle, isn't it?
At papasawyer.com.
We have many tapestries.
Look at all our tapestries. We have many tapestries. We have Super Swole Brothers tapestries. We have Jack Sparrow tapestries. No one has tapestries the way we do at papasawyer.com. We have many tapestries. Look at them. It's such a niche. It's such a niche joke. People are never listen to the show. Like, what is going on with the tapestries? Tapestries are great. Tapestries are great. You know? Don't be hating. Don't be jelly. Don't be jelly beans. All right. Let's do this one. This one's called You're Fat Phobic. So we're just going to do this one just to kind of pop us off. But then we got some other ones. We do have some funny ones too. So, all right. Let's see what we got here.
Shut up. It is not.
Yes, it is.
No.
This video is literally like 3 or 4 years old, and people still comment on it every single day. And the reality is that everybody's mad. They're like, that's like saying if I don't like blonde.
All right. I got to lower this volume. And by the way, when you do have a video that's probably very viral, people are still going to be shown it. So that's a good thing. Otherwise, don't post things online if you want people to see it in the future, because that just means you have a video that did well.
Blonde people, I'm blonde phobic. Take a moment and sit with your life and realize that if you are telling me, if you're going to look me dead in the eye and say, I don't think any fat people are attractive, you are fat phobic. That's not a preference. Because you're saying that somebody could be in front of you. They have all the qualities you've ever wanted in a partner. And you're like, but they're fat. So
yeah, well, everyone's opinion of what's attractive when it comes to being fat. And I think it depends on what you consider fat. Because I would encourage all of you to go and watch. I mean, it's a great trilogy, so go watch Lord of the Rings again. You don't need an excuse to watch Lord of the Rings. It's great. But then once Smeagol comes into the movies in the second and the third one, he's always calling Sam fat. He's a stupid fat hobbit. Stupid fat hobbits. And when you look at the movie, I remember it being Samwise being fat, and he's really not that. He's not by today's standards. You don't look that fat. He's like, I guess, like he's a little bit chubby cheeked, but it's a constant fat jokes throughout the entire trilogy. And he looks totally normal. He doesn't look fat at all in the movies. Just go watch it or go pull up a couple screens and like, okay, but that's, yeah. So by today's standards, you know, if you have 5 or 10 pounds, yeah, you might be fat, but we're not talking about that. People today, when you say they're fat, they're 200 pounds overweight. That's not attractive. You know, if you're 10 pounds, you're like, oh, you're a little fat. Yeah, of course they could be attractive. But, you know, 5 or 10 pounds is distributed completely different than 200. If you're 150 pounds overweight, that's not you're over 150 pounds overweight. No, you're morbidly obese. You're morbidly obese. So, you know, people's definitions of fat is so fucked up. People are like, well, I'm fine. And you're 250. You're a brick shithouse. And they won't call that fat. So this person, fierce fat femme, what you fucking think is fat is like grotesquely morbidly obese. What I think is fat, you would think is probably rail thin, even though it's not. It's not. It's not. I'm just saying, like, in your mind, they'd have skinny privilege, and they're not. And I don't think you should be skin and bones either. Like Ariana Grande and that shit with that weird Cynthia Soul Stalker, whatever the fuck her name is. All right. I can't. There's.
I just can't be with them. That's fat phobia. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah. Shut up, bitch.
That gorilla has seen the city of Zinj.
All right. Oh God. All right. I know which one we got to do last because it's funny. So, I mean, well, it's not like what the fuck we're going to watch next, probably. 23 seconds. Let's do the close one. This one's called Leaving USA. Let's go. Let's go. I hope you leave. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get out. Get out.
You're telling me that back in the 1930s, my family fled from...
All right. I'll play again.
So you're telling me that back in the 1930s, my family fled from Germany to escape a Yahtzee regime and came to America for a better life. And now, not even 100 years later, I am trying to flee to Germany from America to escape that same Yahtzee regime. Make it make sense.
What? What is the Nazi? Is the Nazi regime in the room with us? Will the real Nazi regime please stand up? Where's Slim Nazi? Will the real Nazi please stand up? What you talking about, son?
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
What you talking about, girlio? Yeah, look, I'm not racist. I just don't like you. I'm not racist. It's just your shitty fucking personality. Why does it have to be racism? Why do you have to be a Nazi? Has anyone ever fucking thought that maybe all these people that you're calling racist aren't racist? They just don't like you because your personality sucks. You're a terrible person and we don't like you. That doesn't make us racist. That doesn't make us racist. And when I say us, I'm sure, look, with the body of evidence that's on the internet, I'm sure someone out there will label me as such. And that's fine. You can call me whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't make it true. So maybe it's not racism that's out there. Maybe you're just a shitty fucking person. No one likes you. There's probably a reason why everyone doesn't like you. There's probably a theme. What's the common denominator? You suck. You suck as a person. And no one likes you. Doesn't make them a fucking racist.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
All right, puss. Get off my folder. Man, you know that stinks. All right, this one's called White Tears. And then we're going to do another one. Then we'll shut this shit down. White Tears. White Tears. Here we go.
You know the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
All right.
So, I mean, I'm just walking around kind of just dazed-eyed because I was like, I don't know if it's the right thing to do. It feels kind of wrong being here in some way. I don't know why.
Why do you think, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, like, where that stems from.
Jesus. Sounds like a goat giving birth. Jesus fuck. Shouldn't be here. I know what she's. Why do I know what she's gonna fucking say? In my folder, it's called White Tears. So she's gonna be saying like, shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be crying because I'm white. It's gonna be that shit. I shouldn't be giving my tears. Who am I to give my tears? I'm white. They don't want my tears. Because I'm the problem. You're the problem, all right, but not for the reasons you think.
Like, I don't mean, part of it is being like a white woman that I'm privileged and I have a lot of privilege. So I feel like white tears are not always something that's helpful or necessary when black and brown people have been experiencing this for a long time. This isn't new for them, and so
and why is
that
that?
makes any sense in that way.
How did you decide that you should be here? Or are you still figuring that out?
Well, I work like 2 miles from here, so driving by, I don't, you know, it's like I'm here. I'm 2 miles. I can stop.
I work over here, so I had nothing better to do, so I'm here. I shouldn't be here, you know? Because black and brown people have been suffering from this. People die all the fucking time. This shit's been going out. Why in our country do we hate white people so much? Why is there so... Why? What is happening? What is happening? I mean, we know why. We know the narrative. We know the manipulation and the gaslighting and the... Like, talk about trying to do everything but make progress. You know, the people that are trying to be so unifying and every color of the fucking rainbow and two-spirit and monkey people and, you know, fucking green people and pink people and this fucking, right? What is it? Two-spirit, LDAIX plus YZ. Two-spirit with the little Indian leaf or something. So progressive, but we have to obsess over race all the time. Well, the problem is right here in this video. It's the liberal white women. The liberal white women who obviously, it's not Drew Barrymore, never been kissed. It's never been fucked. It's seriously, what is happening? Oh, you know, we joke a little bit about repealing the 19th and women voting. But I think if you want to vote, that you just have to make sure that there's responsibility attached. I think everyone has the right to vote, but I think that right has to be educated and respected and earned and maintained. I think it has to be maintained. You know, you can't be voting and making decisions for other people for consequences that you don't have to suffer. Just really, I mean, this is why we have different states too, you know, this is why we have different states. And this is what you realize during COVID in the last few years, that's very important where you live. What's with Minnesota? Something in the water. Minnesota, Portland, all these, you know, all these urban hotbeds, a lot of suburban areas, a lot of people that are bored, not much to do. Not much to do than just scroll and complain. This woman's not responsible for anything, just being just vacuous. She feels guilty for being here. And I feel bad for her. I really do. It's really sad. Because women like her were just brainwashed and belittled and beaten into thinking that they should be just guilty for everything. Guilty for existing. No real self-esteem. They were lied to. Feminism lied to them. Just been jerked around by marketing and advertising companies and just fucking punished. Anyway, I think we should follow the laws, enforce them, and get rid of every person who's illegally in this country. I don't think that's... If you're in someone's house illegally, you should be taken the fuck out. If you're in this country illegally, you should be escorted out. Very simple. Not really that complicated. You're not supposed to be here. If you're driving a car...
What's in the box?
If you're driving a car and you don't have a license, you're going to jail. Very rarely will they escort you home unless you're in a small town and maybe you know the cop. And nope. Nope. You can't drive without a license. All right. But you could be in the country without and have a house and car, and I don't know how the fuck people do this shit without being legal. You can't do anything without ID and social security number and all that stuff. All right. No friends helping. Let's check this video out.
See, this is the stuff that pisses me off. This guy's out here working on his stuff by himself. Where are his friends helping him? He should not be out like this. He should have a beer in his hand. Where is his wife? Why is nobody helping him get tools? This is the stuff. This is why we need friends in the shop.
Get your ass over here and help me.
Okay.
Har, 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 har. Very funny. It looked like he was doing a green screen. And his friend was like, you motherfucker, come give me a hand, you chode. All right, let's give away today's Swole card. Happy Swole Slut Saturday. Let's give it away. It is time. Swole Slut Saturday. Yaz Bishop. Let's go. Bounce, bounce. Boons, beans, beans, beans. Swole Slut, Swole Slut, Swole Slut. Swole Slut. Right on it. Okay, well, guess what? I mean, it was her birthday recently, but just landed right on it. She's pumping that hashtag in the chat. Congratulations! Sony the GOAT! And actually, a happy belated birthday. Yeah, so congratulations, Cerny. Very nice. Very nice. And she is a Swole Slut. So, Cerny, getting it good. Congratulations. Cerny can add that to her fucking wall. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3537 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. Good show. Jolly good show. Jolly good show. So tomorrow we'll have some weekend Swolosophy. We also, on Monday, will have new releases, and we will be talking about all the things that we have going on next week. And just because you guys are here on a Saturday, a little bit of a heads up, we do have a roundtable this coming week. So the date and time to be announced, and we'll let you know. So thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. And in the app, join us over at swolenormousx.com and go to the fucking gym. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out. Go to the fucking gym.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.